Yo, it's your boy YoungMully. Now check this shit out, gang. Bruh, this year, man, Champions League has been busting. Like, for real, for real. Now, anyways, man, since Pep arriving in Manchester City in 2016, Manchester City have been eliminated in all different manners from the tournaments. Once, they scored 6 goals in the defeat to Monaco, once going out to Liverpool, whom they had a 25-point Premier League gap over Liverpool. And then another time, succumbing to Fernando Llorente's hip, and then motherfucking VAR pulling up on them, if y'all remember the Sterling thing. And once, inexplicably, using a 3-man defense against Lyon. And lastly but not last year, entirely casting aside the idea of a holding midfielder in an actual final against Chelsea. Now, this is actually crazy, man. Somehow, this year they have managed to eclipse all that shit. And the worst thing is that Manchester City did so little wrong. The substitutions will be questioned, of course. But if you think about it, Zinchenko and Gundogan contributed to the opening goal of Mahrez. Jack Grealish had a shot cleared off the line and was actually denied by a really good save by Courtois. And Fernandinho for Mahrez sub is understandable with 5 minutes to go. But Arsene Wenger, who was actually working for beIN Sport, pointed the fingers at Grealish. And this is what he had to say.
And concerning City, Guardiola wanted to secure the result. The only thing you can say, when you look at 1-1, when Grealish is against Carvajal, you know, he is passed easy, too easy. He must absolutely fight to stop that cross, because you know, you do not want the ball in the box. Anything can happen when everybody goes forward, and that's where they didn't secure the game, City, in defending on the sides, because they conceded. Even when you look, when Benzema gave the ball back, they didn't really attack the ball, the defenders, and they made big mistakes defensively.
Now, talking about subs, shout out to Don Carlo again. He put Camavinga for Modric, 15 minutes to go, and the Frenchman changed the game. Rodrigo, another sub, scored the 2 goals, a gap of 89 seconds between the 2 Rodrigo goals, which turned the tide against Manchester City. The game actually changed upside down within 6 minutes. In the process, Real Madrid are the first team to lose in the last 16, in the quarterfinals, and in the semifinals, and still make it to the Champions League final. These motherfuckers are just refusing to go out here. And despite all the criticism against Carlo Ancelotti, man, the Italian has really earned his final, gang. Because all the subs he has made, he's been spot on, and this is going to be a record 5th Champions League final, and nobody has ever done that shit, man. Against PSG, they needed 2 goals with 30 minutes left to level the tie. Motherfuckers pull up with 3 goals in the space of 18 minutes to shock PSG, in the process carrying Benzema bagging a hat-trick. And against Chelsea, with 10 minutes left, they needed 1 goal to level the tie. Because Chelsea at that point, they had outplayed them at the Santiago Bernabeu and they had went 3-0 up. And they scored in the 80th minute to make it level. And in extra time, Benzema scores once again. And in that game or two, Camavinga and Rodrigo changed the game, if y'all remember. And against Manchester City was just a whole nother level again. Because they needed like 2 goals with 3 minutes left in the game. Some fans were even leaving the stadium. Within 19 seconds, they scored the 2 goals they needed. And this is what Wenger had to say about it, man.
And when you lose a game, you go home and you think always, what have I done wrong? You know, you cannot, when you lose the game, you have to think, what did I not do right? The second thing is that I would say what is surprising for me is that this team from Madrid, when they need an answer to a problem, they find always a solution. And let's not forget, they scored 6 goals against City. They scored 6 against Chelsea. You know, it is not always the case that City concedes 6 goals in 2 games. And they have something special.
At this point, gang, I don't know even what to say, because we thought Real Madrid was going to lose against PSG, especially after the first leg. We thought the same thing against Chelsea after Chelsea went 3-0 up. And against Manchester City, everybody was sure Manchester City were going to go through, man. Even their own fans at some point. And somehow, they're still in the final. I don't know what to call this shit, but is this fate? Is this some destiny type of shit? Because that's the only way you can explain this type of stuff, man. And yesterday, man, before the Manchester City Real Madrid game, Mo Salah said, I want to play Real Madrid in the final. I have to be honest, we already played them in a final and lost. If you're asking me personally, I want to play Real Madrid. Now, Real Madrid and Liverpool had completely different roles on the way to the final, on the way to Paris. Liverpool had to win against Villarreal, Inter Milan and Benfica to arrive here, while Real Madrid had to suffer against the heavy hitters in Europe. Nonetheless, they both are here, and this is a chance for Real Madrid to hit the double. And for sure, if that happens, without a doubt, Benzema will win the Ballon d'Or. And on the other side, this is a chance for Liverpool and Salah to take their revenge. Karius will be watching for sure. And on top of this shit, if Liverpool win the Champions League, Mane will have a legitimate shout at the Ballon d'Or, man. Trust me, he has won the African Cup of Nations. They've won the League Cup. They have a chance to win the FA Cup. The Premier League is not done yet. There's a lot at stake. All the hard work, the blood, the tears, the sweat will come down to this, y'all. But what y'all think about the game yesterday, man? And while at it, man, now Pep Guardiola will have a big ass job to make sure his players are focused with 4 games left, because that shit must be like spirit crushing, mentally crushing shit. And they have to focus for the last 4 games, otherwise they finna lose the Premier League too. Anyways, man, what y'all think, man? Hit the comment box with your thoughts, like and subscribe. It's your boy YoungMully. I'm out.